I forgot to do something very important, guys. Fire up the microphone. Do we have any sound now? Is there any sound? Testing 1, 2, 3. No sound. I didn't see that, Ron. I should have looked at them early comments. How are we now? Oh, buffering a little bit there. We got sound now. I forgot to fire up the wireless mic. There's always something these dang YouTubers forget, you know what I mean? So I got the wireless mic on, yeah, and Sue Rowan gave me the heads up too. No sound. Sound now. Okay, sound is back. Yeah, you know, rookie mistake, rookie mistake. Hey, looky here, we got somebody new in the house. Kiao Chai. Kiao Chai. Arun Sawat, good morning. Sounds good now, thank you, thank you. My bad, guys, another amateur move. I've got the DJI wireless system hooked into the media mod for the GoPro. It's not waterproof. The media mod's not waterproof, so I wasn't going to turn it on until I went live. And you get old, you forget stuff. So we got a little muted early morning live stream here. So what I was saying that you never got to hear is we are at Phala Beach in Rayong province, eastern seaboard of the Kingdom of Thailand, right? The Gulf of Thailand, in the Ban Chang district. This is common all over the shorelines of all coastlines of Thailand. You have families who make their living bringing in blue crab and fresh squid and selling along with other seafood products, Laos and Myanmar. So, but this is a family that I've made videos with before. I talked to them previously to going live. Oh, buffering. Jeez. Oh, I got to watch the buffering there, guys. Sorry about that. Let me step out here. Seems like I get underneath their vendor there, and I got to keep an eye on things. Apologies. So I don't know where that started buffering, but basically this family here, I talked with them before we went live, the lady here, and I've made videos down here with them before. So they're more than happy to have the video, right? So I always try to get permission, and I talked to a few of the other ones too, but they're not quite getting going yet. They will be coming in, but there was a few here. Nobody really has a problem with Thai video, which means making video. When you say Thai video, gadai mai, you're asking, is it okay if I make video, right? So anyway, I'll try to keep an eye on the buffering situation, and now we have audio. But welcome to Ban Chang. This is Phala Beach. You can see all the boats. It's a beautiful, calm morning. Surf is not too rough. So if we don't have any big problems with the stream, we should be able to stream for approximately about an hour. That should give you a lot of action because there's going to be a lot of boats coming in, right? Not only these boats that are anchored, but there's other boats that are already out gathering nets. And then, like I say, they do it at different times. So some of these boats will be going out to get their nets as others come in. And the family that we are starting with, that we have filmed many times before, but I don't know that I've ever done a live stream with them. I know there's content on the channel. If you go to the homepage of my channel and just type in blue crab or fishing, fishermen, right, stuff like that. Yeah, there's content up there with this family. So they know me real well. It's been a long time since I came down to Phala Beach in the morning. I've had a lot of medical issues recently on top of my chronic condition that I'm going to live with the rest of my life. And that's the reason that I came to Thailand. So fibromyalgia, all these, too much sodium intake, I think, and, you know, water fluid around the abdomen giving me problems pressing against my diaphragm. So this morning I feel pretty decent. My feet aren't swollen up this morning, so that's good. I always sleep with them elevated because I'm fighting the edema. Got an appointment coming up with an American doctor in Bangkok. So those of you that kind of knew I had some additional health issues going on, haven't been doing the exercise videos, that kind of stuff. So that updates the rest of you that might be watching or watch the playback here. So, you know, it's a struggle every day for me when I don't have any additional health issues. I have to get up and fight to do what I want to do. It's so easy to just reject the day and take it easy. But you know me, I try to always fight through it. And then once I get a little bit of a workout or something going on, I always feel better. which I'm sure probably a lot of you do too, if you can fight through that fatigue and that pain early in the morning and kind of get going. So I had bananas for breakfast. I'd taken my magnesium, right? Drank a lot of water, had a couple of cups of coffee. So anyway, that's an update on Triple T. Thanks for supporting the little YouTube channel here. We're cranking out a lot of content just because we can right now. Spending a lot of time at home. The open mic Bonchang business is in progression. I will get the custom-made smoker delivered tomorrow, so I'll begin smoking Kansas City-style barbecue ribs and other meats, smoked hams, right? Curing pork loins and pork shoulders and making actual, like Christmas-style hams. There's going to be a lot of things going on with the smoking situation. We're going to vacuum seal fully cooked products, and we'll be putting that stuff online. So Open Mic Bonchang is back in business. We had our grand opening event with the orphans. If you haven't seen any of those videos, they're on the channel. They all look like Christmas stuff, right? So you can see me as Santa Claus. You can go back and watch those videos if you want. It's really heartwarming. That was our re-grand opening, our Do Something Great program, where we provided free American breakfast to the 20 orphans. Had a lot of games and stuff set up. So if you haven't seen our new location of the open mic, it's a wholesale event center. It's not an open to the public restaurant bar like it was at the open mic Phala, but you can go back and catch those videos and you'll see the property and what we'll have. So we're going to have catered food, frozen, fully cooked food, and events, private events. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's get into some crab, and I'm gonna have to keep an eye on the buffering over here. See what we can do. Sue, Tyron, if I miss it, just type buffering as quick as you can. Oh, the crab are delicious. Oh my God. Now, what I don't like about the crab is doing all the prep work, but my wife is an expert, so she can cook that stuff off in so many different ways, and then she debones it for me and makes crab dip, and it's real easy for me. Anyway, this young lady, try to circle around a little bit, guys, and see what we do on signal here. I don't know why. And I'm on a lag, right? I'm always on a lag, so I can't see the actual live. So sometimes the buffering comes later for me. But I tell you what, this is a very good machine. So good on the buffering. All right. I can tell you how they work as a tribe when they were moving, packing, resettling, going to winters. I mean, there's just, the Westerners, the Europeans, the Anglo-Saxons that had come to the continent of North America had no clue. I mean, it's not that they weren't skilled. Obviously they were. We all originate from hunter-gatherers, right? But the Native Americans are just well known for their proficiency and how they work together as a family and a tribe. Well, these people here are right there with that kind of scenario. You know what I'm saying? They do this every day of the week, guys. Every day of the week. And they'll sell every crab they catch today. Trust me, they'll sell every crab they catch. And like I say, they'll bring in various other seafoods that'll be delivered, like really fresh prawns and shrimp and shells, right? So they'll have more than just the crab and the squid. They do squid fish, right? So they'll have their own squid, but they'll have, a complement to that. Now, some of the shrimp are even freshwater shrimp. They're not actually, ocean shrimp, but nevertheless, right? It complements everything they're doing. So, all right, let's see if we can get a little up close. And, like I say, I've helped them before. They've got these little needles for you ladies that have ever done any crochet. It's kind of like a crochet needle. We'll go around here. There's a friendly doggy right here. So far, so good on the buffering, it looks like. And then there'll be some other boats coming in. We'll run down there. Matter of fact, we got a boat in now. Let's run down there and grab some of that action. This young man here. Now you think, Yeah. I missed it. I see it now, guys. I saw your comment, Sue. Thank you. Actually, trying to pay attention there. Yeah, underneath that roof, we're definitely getting some stuff. All right, let's get some live coming in action. These guys are cool too. Like I say, they pretty much all know me down here. It's just been months since I've done anything. All right, yeah, I think we're gonna have to, kind of stay back away from them taking the crabs out of the net there in their little, their vent, little roof or something. Look at the sunrise, guys. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So, that's it. Streams. Those little buffering sessions just get skipped over. So it's kind of really nice on the playback. They might see a little glitch, and then it picks right back up. Oh shit, there it goes again. Yeah, I saw it that time, man. I got to keep an eye on my screen there, Sue. Yeah, that's the problem, when you're live streaming, you get those little buffering spots. You have no idea when they come unless I'm trying to look at stuff and I look down and see the buffering. So it's okay. You don't have to worry about typing buffering. I'll try to keep a better eye on it. But what I was saying before it buffered out on us here is when people watch the replays of these live streams after they're processed and on the channel, they won't see the buffering. There'll be like a little glitch and it'll skip right into where it was actually streaming again. And I'm also saving the video to the SD card, and this is the high-end SD cards, so it'll hold tons of footage. So I can actually re-upload the thing in 4K. Where right now we're only streaming at 720p, but I tell you what, the quality of 720p with the GoPro camera that you're looking through is pretty dang decent. Better than streaming with the smartphone by itself. And it's got a very expensive camera, right? But so the GoPros do really well. Let's see if we can get up closer a little bit. We might buffer again. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. We got 7 watching live, pretty much our standard, 7 to 10. We got people coming in and out. We might get up to 15 on a live stream, which, but sometimes the playbacks do really, really well. Of course, I'll create a thumbnail and everything for the playback. So people enjoy watching live streams because they know you can't fake anything, right? As it happens. So even if they're watching a replay, it's not an edited video, right? They're seeing it as it happens. See if we can help this guy. Adun sawaka. Chok di kap, chok di. Mi mak mak. Wani mi mak mak. No way. Oh, same over here. Chuck. He doesn't have to get your bait in front of a big one. But yeah, it's just not the best time of year for fishing anyway, and that's weird that maybe that come on, come back. Come back. Okay, I'm trying to move around there when I see that buffering, Sue, Tyron. I'm trying to hightail my ass on down somewhere and watching the screen, see if the signal comes back. So it's touch and go, we got cell towers all over here. We're streaming from the hotspot, and I got a big data plan, so we're not having issues with low data or anything. It's random, right? That's live streaming, and if I was live streaming directly from the phone here, we probably wouldn't have any issues with buffering. But when you're using an app, right, and the hotspot and Bluetooth, then these things can happen. But what I was saying before or after the buffering started is, I'm saving everything to the SD card, so I can upload this entire video, right, unedited with no disruption in 4K from the SD card as a vlog. But people like watching live streams. They know it's unedited. So when people rewatch a live stream, they don't have to deal with the buffering. It just skips around a little bit, but the video will stay good. But it's only 720p quality. But the thing about the GoPro, even in 720p, the quality of the video is really, really sharp. Or if it's an edited video or an upload, I can put it into my studio and I can change things, right? Color enhancements, different things. I don't give away what I do in the editor studio, but I can really crispen things up. But I tell you what, that's why I like to use the phone, the GoPro app, to stream live, because really it's good quality at 720p. I mean, it's almost as good as 4K re-upload, to be honest with you. But that's why you're going to deal with more buffering, because you've got two devices going on. You're using the hotspot, you're using Bluetooth, you're using a GoPro app, but the quality of the video live to me is worth it. So apologies for the buffering, it's just the way it goes, right? We've got plenty of cell towers around here, but you know, things can bounce around, right? Gorgeous, thank you, thank you. Am I saying your name right? Kiao Chai, or no, it's probably Chi. Yeah, there's no A. Kiao Chi. Good morning, thanks. I'm glad you enjoy it. You know, like I say, there'll be more boats coming in and out. We'll just keep streaming as long as we can here, guys. Unfortunately, we can't get up close and personal with the crab removal from the nets, but you know, I'll try to circle around here and there again and see, right? If I keep my distance here, but say they're not the nets aren't completely full today. I've seen times where they were just busted with crab, right? So hey, that's why they call it fishing and not catching, right? You get what you get. So yeah, they said it's kind of a low catch here this morning. Said the same thing when he brought in those, but we'll have more boats coming and going. So you know, if you, even when we're not directly on top of crab fishermen coming in, we got the surf, we got the sun. And how's the sound, Sue? Am I too loud? Because I've got the microphone up here pretty close to my larynx. I do have the dead cat on it because it's normally windy down here at the coast. This morning there's no wind at all. But is the audio, if my voice just too damn loud? If it is, I can talk softer. Teacher Thomas, Thailand. Yes, it's correct. Good morning. Okay. The sound is perfect. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay. Kiao Chai. Kiao Chi. Thank you. Welcome to Teacher Thomas Thailand YouTube channel. I've been living in Thailand for 9 years now, a little over 9 years. So next year will be a full decade. I'm married to a Thai lady. We've been married for 8 years, just celebrated our anniversary on December 15th, 2023. I have a lot of content on the channel that I consider to be just as much for Kun Thai as it is for foreigners. So if you're not familiar with the channel, you can go back through and look at some of the videos. There's a cooking playlist, there's a fishing playlist, there's an in the garden playlist that's pretty popular. So if you want to see our garden, our home, that kind of thing. And then my wife and I operate a business. We have since August 29th, 2020, right? Post-pandemic, or that's what we thought when we opened it. But so there's a lot of content in regards to our business, our restaurant. And now we still have a business, but it's not a retail restaurant. It's a wholesale business where we sell products online, authentic American breakfast items, and authentic Kansas City, which is where I'm from. Kansas City is in the center of America, Central. And we're well known for our barbecue, so I'll be doing a lot of smoked meats, stuff like that. We're selling that stuff online, and then we have an event center there, and we just hosted a bunch of Thai children who are orphans. So that was our re-grand opening. But anyway, we have survived as a business all the way through the health precautions and all the, you know, red zones and all that stuff. So now we're back to normal, right? We don't have to deal with any of that nonsense, thank God. Hopefully that won't return. But yeah, we just live a simple life here. We're homebodies. We enjoy gardening, like I said, and nature. We like to go to temples. We like to go to viewpoints and stuff like that. So there should be something for everybody on the channel if you're interested in, you know, expat life. I mean, I'm not a travel channel. I'm not a, you know, a niche to where it's only one topic. It's just standard everyday expat life. And then I spontaneously do these live streams without really giving any notice. So, that's what we do here on the channel. We have a lot of respect for Kun Thai. Pomrak Mak, Prakitai, Nikarop Mak Kun Thai. And, you know, I just love my life in Thailand. I love it. I have 4 daughters back in the United States, 11 grandchildren. Of course, you miss your family. It's not easy to just travel when you're on the other side of the planet, especially after all we've been through. But I did make it home last year and spent 6 weeks in the States, so that was nice after the 3-year, basically almost impossible to travel internationally, almost 3 years there. So that was nice to get back. And then this year, 2024, Nam Yin is going with me. She's got her USA tourist visa for 10 years, so we got all that done, and we'll be buying some plane tickets here pretty quick. Plan on going June or July, somewhere in there. So that's the update. That's the update. I'm glad you enjoy the view and the sound. Let me shut up a little while and see if we can just walk around and let people enjoy the ambience. The second one is correct. Okay. Dao Chai. Dao Chi. Chi. The second one. Chi. Yeah, there's no A there. I should know that. Thank you. Kiao Chi. Kiao Chi. Yendi tiได้รู้จักคุณขอบคุณมากนะครับ And feel free to share if you enjoy the content. Yeah, feel free to share. I follow a lot of Thailand Khun Thai digital content creators on YouTube and Facebook. So yeah, I really enjoy the content, especially the farmers. Like I see a lot of farm content from Thai people on Facebook. Yeah, I'm a digital content creator. I'm not a vlogger or YouTuber. I really don't like either one of those terms, just because most of them are just like, you know, diaries. There's nothing wrong with it, but they're like showing you their whole lives, and, you know, showing you hospital visits and people in their family getting sick, and, you know, sitting around a table and eating with people. I mean, we just don't do that. I like to provide content. So if it's something that I think is worthy of content. Now, I'm not saying that people don't know who I am, because there's a very personal touch to the channel that's 4 years old. So people do know me genuinely for who I am through the YouTube channel, but we're different, right? That's the difference. Vloggers and YouTubers, they can tell you all their opinions about every news story in Thailand, right? They're experts on real estate, on legal, I mean, they can do it all. I don't want to do any of that. That's not my business. I'm a guest in this country. I don't really like to opine on Thailand's laws and regulations. I will share my experience when I apply for visas, when I do work permit applications, when I register business. I'll share my experience, right? But I'm not going to jump on every headline story and jump on YouTube and, you know, be the influencer. I'm just not into that. So that's a big difference, I think. And the digital content creators that I follow, they don't do any of that either, right? They just don't. Now, a lot of them are speaking Thai, which helps me because I'm trying to become more and more fluent with my Thai language. But I mean, they're showing you content. They're talking about the rice farm. They're talking about the fruit trees. I mean, it's, you know, that's the stuff that I like, and that's what I like to put out. So that's a summary for those of you that are new to the channel, and for those of you that may be watching the live stream playback here, right? Now we get a lot of, you know, people that complain a lot about the debris that wash in, you know, all over Asia, not just Thailand, right? And of course, you know, we wish it wasn't so much so, but I can tell you that in our area of Rayong, there's a big conservation movements, large groups, not only locally, but I mean, sponsored groups by Dow Chemical and a lot of the companies around here that come through and just get every little piece. And then they bring students, they give them the education of how even small plastics can kill sea turtles. So there's a lot of improvement, a lot of education, a lot of recycling, a lot of products that are made from the plastic debris that come in from the coastline. So people often say I never really show the big, heavy debris, you know, after a big, rough, high tide or so. Why would I do that? I don't need to do that. I'm not trying to say it doesn't exist. Why would I come down and film when it's, you know, hasn't been cleaned yet? So I'm not afraid to, you know, talk about it, obviously, and I've addressed it before. That's just part of Asia, guys. And I think the education and everything is improving in that regard. So anyway, the crab action's kind of slow. I think, you know, they might have another boat or so coming in, but there'll be more coming in, and there's going to be some heading out. Most of them use like the long tail style motors. So you call them like Poppin' Johnnies, like the old Poppin' Johnnies. and got one firing up there. But you know, you just never know when one's coming in, right? Because some of the nets are out there a ways, so don't be fooled by these ones that are sitting here anchored, because that's not all the boats. But again, it's a live stream. What do I know? Will we get more crab action coming in where we can get up close and personal and see a bigger catch? We don't know, right? It's live. You can't predict these things. But meantime, we got a beautiful surf and a beautiful sunrise. But like I said earlier, that I didn't commit to or didn't follow through with, I'm gonna shut up for a little while. Let's listen. Check the chat real quick. Yeah, we still got 8 people in. You're so right, Tyron said, but most of Thailand, right, from Chiang Mai to Isan, central and eastern region, there's been no rain in 6 or 7 weeks, right? And that's when they begin to burn crops, and not only here in Thailand, but surround. So the air pollution index, there's apps that you can download on your phone, right? We've had as high as 120 here in Rayong province. Now, yesterday was only 55. We had good sea breezes. That's one of the benefits here. We get a lot of coastal sea breeze, which will clear at least the lower breathable atmospheres. Now, if you're up in a condo at 30 stories, you may not benefit, but the lower air, right? So those apps that you can download for the heat indexes will really kind of tell you, because once you get, you know, over 100, 120 up in there, they recommend not too much exercise outdoors, and, you know, so that's a big part of it. Now, where I'm from, Kansas City, you know, we get pollution, obviously. We get bad air, but never this high, not even close, right? Not even close. I mean, a bad day in Kansas City might be 50 on the same index. And then we moved out of the city and got our kids in a smaller school district back in the early 90s. So, I mean, you know, Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas, I mean, we never have air pollution to the degree that they have here in Asia, right? So that's something else that maybe most people are aware of. I think Chiang Mai is one of the worst areas just because of the topography, how the city sits in a bowl kind of thing. So the air gets stuck in there, right? And plus there's a lot of burning, you know, in Myanmar and areas that are basically controlled by China. Anyway, there's a lot of problems with Myanmar, as most of you know right now. In Mae Hon area, the northern border of Thailand and Myanmar, you know, it's pretty tense up there, guys. The Royal Thai military has to be pretty engaged up there, because you know, I'm not going to get into politics of it, but the Myanmar government has been taken over, right, by basically a military style government completely. And there's a lot of fighting with the rebels, and they're actually using jets and, you know, serious stuff against cities that are near Thailand. So it's really a hot spot up there. But anyway, there are things that person needs to research, get up to date on current events, and like what Tyron's talking about when you're dealing with pollution. You know, listen to people that have experience. You know, they're not expert. I'm not an expert on anything as far as Thailand, but I've lived here 9 years and I pay attention to things, right? So I will kind of always be honest if somebody says, hey, what's the pros and the cons, right? Because there's pros and cons everywhere. But to me, for my life, the pros far outweigh any cons. Like, my life is absolutely spectacular. It's a very good life, okay, here in Thailand. It's a very low stress life. So that's why I'm here. I could live in any country in the world I wanted to. Take Nam Yen with me, right? We could move back to the States. I have no plans on doing any of that. I actually love my life in Thailand. But it's not for everybody. Now I'm going to shut up. Hey, Tough to You's in the house. Yeah, that's right, Tough to You. Exactly right. And Tough to You and her brilliant man, they love coming over here to the eastern seaboard. They prefer Pattaya just because Pattaya, you know, it's so easy. You got all the public transportation, you know. Thing about coming down here to Ban Chong or Rayong or in the provincial areas, you really need a vehicle. You know, motorcycles are dangerous as hell here. And, you know, I mean, there are Grab drivers like the Uber stuff and the Bolt drivers. So you can come visit areas. But anyway, they stay at Pattaya. They usually do, you know, condo, get a good rate. And they've come often in the dry season. So Tough to You can tell you about, you know, the air pollution index and stuff that happens during dry season, which dry season begins about end of November, 1st of December, right? And right now it still continues until about, you know, April, really, before we start getting significant rain and clearing the air. You know, so it's not like it's a horrible thing you have to deal with, but it is an issue, right? There's air indexes, poor pollution, air quality that maybe you've never experienced in your home country. Even in some of the bigger cities, don't really get the high air pollution here. It's not just Thailand burning the crops, right? I mean, you can, it's great about all of our high tech. You can go to Google Earth and track all the live fires in Cambodia, and that air flows this way, right? So anyway, there's issues. Like I said, there's pros and cons everywhere, but talk to people that have a lot of experience. If you're thinking about coming to Thailand, you haven't been here, you'll find good people on this channel, You can always throw comments or whatever, right? All right, let's chill out a while. Oh, Kiao Chi says, my hubby is going to retire in 2 months. He likes fishing and crabbing. After the election, we plan to go to Thailand a couple months to see if he likes. That's a great plan. We are from OC, California. Okay, well, tell your hubby that you guys might want to come over here to Rayong. I don't know what he prefers. Like Pattaya is a great area, but it's an international tourist area. So if you're thinking about actually living over here, and I don't know what province you're from there, Kiao, but you guys are more than welcome to come visit Rayong. Okay, let him know. All right, now I'm going to shut up. Let's listen to some sounds for a minute. I'll kind of keep an eye on the buffering if I can. And we probably won't stream that much longer, guys. You see this gentleman coming in here. We are in the surf, guys. Me mark, man. Okay, good. Maybe kind of slow season for blue crab too. Maybe why a lot of the boats haven't went out yet, Just not big catches right now. Yeah, it's a good idea. Tough. Winters are difficult, more and more difficult as you get older, right? So a lot of people do the 50-50 thing, and then, the great smart thing about that is something goes on in Thailand or Asia that is out of your control. You got plan B, right? You got a home where you do know things are in control, but well, I don't know if anything's in control anywhere anymore. Damn it. Yeah, come on. Come back. Okay, yeah, I took my eye off the screen there for a while. That's all it takes. You get a little further down there, that's where our disruption point's at. But anyway, what I was saying, Tough to You's got the right idea. And when people ask me if they're first timers, I mean, they've been to Thailand on vacation, but they're seriously going to relocate over here, right? I mean, I always tell them, hey man, get the tourist visa, get the tourist visa, you know, come stay 90 days, which you can do. You know, you may have to get a 30-day extension, because normally you're 60 days and then you're guaranteed to get another 30, but now they're changing it where it's pretty much 90-day, right? Come stay 3 months and travel around. Make damn sure. Don't sell out back home, right? Don't uproot what you got going at home, right? Just because I love it here and a lot of people do love it here doesn't mean it's going to fit you. There are a lot of things that are very, very different. You have to let go of your Western culture and your expectations and your, you know, impatience and, you know, your itineraries and your, you know, agendas. And I mean, it just doesn't work over here. It's sabai, roll with the flow kind of thing, right? So a lot of people can't make that adjustment as far as assimilation into a non-confrontational, mostly Buddhist culture. So I always recommend, you know, what Tough to You's doing. They've got experience, right? They've been here multiple times, but they're still going to keep a home front, do the 50-50 thing, and, you know, come over and stay the winters and all that. And I don't know where I cut off on the buffering, but a lot of us that are older, we just can't do the harsh winters anymore, man. It's too damn painful, and you can't stay active, right? Not to mention the food over here is always fresh, right? So there's a lot of health benefits to being in Thailand, definitely. Any tropical country. I mean, you know, it's a life of sandals year round. So that makes a hell of a difference. Never putting on boots and winter coats and all that. So there's a lot of benefit to living over here, but I would never suggest that somebody just, you know, uproot and come and then not have a plan B to go back to, right? So we got a lot of good people on this channel with a lot of various experiences. I just happen to be one of these expats that assimilated really early because I got talked into teaching English as a second language part-time at a government high school. Did that for a couple years and then got offered a great job with the Royal Thai Army Academy in Nakhon Nayok and taught for them for a couple years. So that really, really helped me, you know, with all of my co-workers. You know, it really, really helped me as far as understanding what Thailand truly is. I've never been a big fan of the tourist areas. Now, I'm the life of the party. Don't get me wrong, I'm not opposed to it. I love going out. I've had friends come in from the States, big guys nights out in Pattaya, Soy Cowboy, and Nana. I mean, I'm not opposed to any of that stuff, but, you know, when you live here, that's not something that you, I mean, it's a rare thing. I would never want to live like in an international tourist zone. That's just me. There's a lot of people that choose Pattaya for their home. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just, that's what they want, you know. I moved out of the city way back in the 90s. So I grew up big city and partly country too as a kid. So back and forth between mother and father kind of thing. But I'm a Kansas City guy. I mean, I lived in the hood, you know. I'm a city boy at heart, but we moved out of the city when our oldest daughter was in junior high, or before she started junior high, right? So yeah, we moved down to Northeast Oklahoma. They all graduated from smaller schools, and so I'm more of a country boy for my adult life. And so when I came to Thailand, I mean, absolutely, I'm going to choose a smaller town, you know, and really enjoy the provincial areas and fishing and hiking, and that's just my thing. I don't go to bars. I don't drink alcohol, very seldom, but when I do, I'm the life of the party, trust me. So I'm not a judgmental person against people that party all the time or go to bars every day. That's your damn business. It's your life, right? So anyway, guys, I don't know if we're gonna have any more boats coming in or not, but I appreciate you watching the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, like I say, you never know what you're going to get with these live streams, how much buffering I'm going to have, and then I never know exactly what the fishing's like this time of year. You just got to go live, right? Just got to go live and let it happen. So appreciate you watching. I'm probably going to close it out pretty quick here. We don't have a lot of the crab action. That's kind of the way I titled it. I may go back and read